get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Now, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I bring you guys a brand new show today, and I am brought to you by YouTube, Anchor Radio, and Spotify, and you already know what this is. We are the Listen Doctor Radio.
Wow, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, man. Bring you guys a brand new story today, man. Bring you guys some brand new news from around the world. So if you are in the building, sit back, relax, chill out, get this news, get this medicine. Let's go ahead and listen to the theme song one more time. Let's go ahead and get it, man. I love the theme song so much. We already know what it means. Let's get educated, educate ourselves. Let's get it.
Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Now, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I bring you guys a brand new show today, and I am brought to you by YouTube, Anchor Radio, and Spotify, and you already know what this is. We are the Listen Doctor Radio.
Wow, what's good, ladies and gents? We are in the building right now, Listen Doctor Radio. What's going on, ladies? And I am your host of the show, Listen Doctor. What's good, man? We got a brand new story for you guys today. Shout out to the people that's making way in the building. We got some brand new stories for you guys today. You see the topic. You see the topic of the show. For the people who came in here late, the topic of the show is, why do we encourage bad behavior in our communities? Shout out to you guys who are in the chat over here on BIGO as well. If you're in the BIGO chat, please let yourselves be known. Shout out to my dude, aka Playboy, in the building, aka my dude in the building right now, rocking with the family. I see you, brother. And if you're over here on YouTube, hit the follow button as well, the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get post notifications. Hit the comment, like on this video, on all my videos, and let me know how you feel about any video that I do. Appreciate you guys for coming, aka Bookie, Cookie in the building. Thank you guys. We have a couple of topics for you guys today, and if you are new to the topics or you're new to the show right now, the name of the show is Why Do We Encourage Bad Behavior in Our Communities? And the reason why we made this show today is because a lot of things have been going around the towns, a lot of things have been going around the cities with this Black Lives Matters movement and what's going on in the black community. Right now, in the state of Illinois, Chicago, they didn't have, let me count on hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52 people that were shot over the Labor Day weekend. We're going to talk about that as well. Over the Labor Day weekend that just passed, because today is what, Tuesday or Wednesday? This past, 51 people were shot. Out of those 51 people who were shot, 10 of those people died. Out of those 10 people who died during those shootings, 5 of them were young kids. The past 3 days, right? In the past 3 days, 51 people were shot. 10 of them died. Out of those 10 people who died, 5 of them were kids. 3 of them being under the age of 10 died in Chicago. We're going to talk about that as well. Then we're going to talk about what's happening right now with Candace O'Neal. Candace O'Neal has been having a beef with this young lady in hip-hop world that a lot of young girls like to look up to, that I think is kind of a slum bucket for a lot of people, Carly B. We're going to talk about that beef as well. And we're going to talk about everything that's happening in the life of Black Lives Matters, or in the episode Life of Life. That's what we're going to talk about today. This year's episode of Life has been so extreme. It's been so crazy lately. If you are in right now if you are in YouTube right now, go ahead and hit that follow button. Let yourself be known. I'm gonna say hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello, 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 hello. Everybody over there on YouTube, I see you guys in the building. And if you are right now on BIGO, go ahead and let yourself be known as well. And if you are in YouTube or BIGO and you want to become a gamer, a cheap plug, if you want to become a gamer, we have a gaming company called ListenNation that you can really join easily by going to Facebook and going ahead and becoming a member and applying over there on Facebook. Or you can take yourself to Instagram and go in there and write ListenNation that you would like to be an employee of ListenNation. We taking PC players, we taking Xbox players, we taking PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 players as well, if you want to become a member. And we taking PC players and laptops. It doesn't matter where you go at. You'll find ListenNation on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the news. Thank you guys for showing up on time for the news, man. I got a couple of things to get to after we do the news. Got a couple of songs to break to you guys. One of the breaking songs from my brother, a.k.a. Cerulli, came out with a brand new banger that you probably have heard already. But let's go ahead and get to the news. The news is coming from someone sent this in my email. And anybody who would like to send me news, all you have to do is go to my email. The email is thelistendoctortv at gmail.com. thelistendoctortv at gmail.com. And you can send me any news story, past, present. It doesn't matter. You can send me anything that you want me to talk about. It could be a graduation ceremony. It could be your daughter just had a baby. It could be whatever you want. You can make it be known over here. So right now we're going to talk about this shooting that happened, a triple shooting that happened in a state that's not too known for a lot of violence, right? This state is really known for a lot of violence. This state being St. Louis, Missouri, have a lot of violence, black on black violence. This is where we're going to start first. And the police, in this story, the police need help identifying 2 people who did 2 different shootings and then did another shooting the day later in St. Louis. So we're going to talk about this one first. Let's go ahead and get to it. And in these different shootings, I want you guys to guess the race of the people who did the shootings. I want you to guess the race of the people who were shot, the victims. Because they like to always say, all I talk about is Black Lives Matter stories, but guess who's the people who did these shootings. If you guess black, you will be right.
That left 1 woman dead. Police say the victims were shot just after 5 o'clock tonight near Minerva Avenue. At 10, St. Louis police are working to solve a triple shooting that left 1 woman dead. Police say the victims were shot just after 5 o'clock tonight near Minerva Avenue and Goodfellow in the Hamilton Heights neighborhood. The woman died at the scene. 2 men were also injured in the gunfire. Police have not released any information about possible suspects in that case.
Alright, so I have news on this case that came out that someone sent me on this case. And it follows like this. Someone sent me that an unarmed man was standing outside the store, arguing with two couples, a man and a woman.
Tonight at 10, St. Louis police are working to...
A man and a woman arguing with those two couples. He got into a car, came back around that corner, and shot, killing two victims, the man and the woman, killing them on the scene. Shooting the man in the head, shooting the woman in the neck. She survived, and the man died. She survived, and the man died. And in another shooting down the street, when she was standing by, the young lady came and walked and got struck in the neck, and she died. So one woman survived, one man died, and the other woman died. So a total of 2 people died in this. And like I always say, where Black Lives Matter, this could have been prevented. And what I want to talk about today is why so many people in our community don't have a problem picking up a gun anymore. Why is that? Why so many people in our black community don't have a problem picking up the gun, you might ask? And I feel like it's a lack of knowledge. I feel like it's a lack of responsibility on the other person. I feel like a lot of people feel like they don't have nothing to live for, so why not kill someone? You know, why not take somebody's life? Back then, you fight, you get your ass busted, go home. You win one, you lose one. This used to be about the hands. Now, today is all about picking up a weapon. And it's sad that the way we portray Black Lives Matter, like these white folks around the world is just hating on blacks. These white folks around the world don't like blacks. These white folks around the world are racist. And that could be legit in some cases, and it could be not. I have a lot of white friends who are way better friends to me, support way better to me, than I have my own black family and my own black friends. And that's saying something about white folks. But in this shooting, like I said, you won't see any protests. You won't see anybody going out saying anything about it other than me. You won't see anybody saying that this shit needs to stop other than me. The police even asked the community to show them who did it. Because they saw. Nobody talked to the cops. But you keep seeing St. Louis Black Lives advocates saying that the cops need to get defunded. Around the world, cops need to get defunded. But they're the only ones that show up when shit happens like this. They put themselves on the line to go into a shooting. They are really, really stressful job. They got to deal with a lot of people who don't trust them. They got to deal with a lot of people who don't like them just because of being a cop. Just because they're a cop, you're already a target. And I don't think that's fair. But then we want to still talk about Black Lives Matters. Does it? When these shootings happen and nobody go out. We haven't heard, in St. Louis alone, ladies and gentlemen, it would take me all day to do these stories. I picked out of a bunch that they sent me. They had 8 different shootings in one fucking day in St. Louis. It would take me a whole hour just to do these episodes or more of the shootings that I've gotten received in St. Louis. But I don't hear a rapper called Nelly, who's from St. Louis, going out telling people in St. Louis, put the guns down. I don't see that. I don't see some of these St. Louis rappers who are from St. Louis going up there telling people, please put the gun down. Like Hitman Holla from Wildin' Out. He's from St. Louis. A lot of these other rappers who from St. Louis, I don't see them going out there, the basketball teams, the St. Louis Rams, or the LA Rams now, because they in LA, but I don't see them saying anything about it. You know, I don't see that. I don't see the baseball team in St. Louis going out telling people to put the guns down. Or the Black Lives Matter people, for that matter, telling people to put the guns down. But what we do here is defund the police. The same people who are being called to come out to make sure the person who did these shootings are taken care of and being responsible for these shootings. We want to defund them. We want to not have them there. So what's the other opportunity? What's the other thing after of the cops? That means martial law takes place. Y'all think y'all have a hard time now with the cops. You have a harder time with the fucking government coming over being the police. Because they're going to force you what they always say to get the chip in your body. They're going to force you to get the chip in your body. It's going to be curfews around the world. Shout out to Wonder Woman in the building. There'll be curfews around the world. You're going to have to get tested for COVID. You're going to have to get the cure. Right? It's a lot of things that's going to happen to you. They can come in your house and take your weapons without you saying anything about it. So do we want that or do we want the police? I want the police. But that's just one shooting. And the next shooting that we're going to take place, that we're going to talk about, this happened in another city that's known for shootings. Black lives shootings. A lot of black people are being shot. This happened in the south side city of Chicago. A man was shot in the head. No, I'm sorry. This happened in St. Louis as well. I'm sorry. This one happened in St. Louis as well. Another shooting in St. Louis where a man was shot in the head and died. And when they came out to ask the people who saw the shooting what happened, they didn't want to talk to the cops. But a couple of people did have something to say. And those people are me. I asked, where's Black Lives Matters? You don't find them. You don't find those people that's marching around with those shirts on, say their name. Eric Garner. You don't see those people that's saying that shit. When these little kids are dying by the hands of bitch-made niggas. I'm a black man. Maybe white folks can't say it. I'm going to say it for you, white folks. Bitch-made niggas. I'm going to say it for you. Since you can't say it, I'm going to say it for you. That's what they are. If you afraid to fight with your fist, you are a bitch-made nigga. That's what my daddy would tell me. And he's a black man. So, I'm not going to give him no slack. Hopefully this video plays. This shit taking all day. But in the meantime, while it's uploading, this shit has to stop, man. It's getting out of hand. Children are dying by the hands of these violent people out here that's trying to just do nothing but cause chaos. It really looks like St. Louis and Chicago looks like a war zone. If that's the case, you motherfuckers should sign yourselves up for army and go to the army and make something of yourselves. No, you rather sit on the corner slinging drugs for a corner that you don't even own. You're dying for a street that you don't even own. For a block that you don't even own. Just to have some type of gangster status. But once you go to jail or die, nobody remembers you. It's the next man up. And that's what's sad about these stories. That it's not just one or two. It's a community of people killing for no fucking reason at all. No reason at all. No reason at all other than just to destroy their own community. But then I get talked about. Shout out to you guys in the building. I see you in the building over there. Stick Nation over there. Hello, hello. Let me go ahead and make Stick Nation a moderator. Make you a mod. I see you guys over there chilling. For the people that's gonna watch this on the replay, you can always come in, say your piece, and do what you gotta do. But for the people that's gonna watch this on the replay, man, understand that all these stories are taking place every day in these neighborhoods, and nobody has anything to say about it. Nobody talks about it other than me. And then when I bring it up, I'm like, supposed to be this guy, this bad person who's bringing up all these shootings. You know, people tell me, Doc, why you keep bringing up all these shootings, man? Why you keep bringing up all the shootings that black folks do? What, do you want us to have a race war, Doc? No. I'm just tired of seeing this shit happen. And you should be tired of seeing it happen. That's why I put, why do we encourage bad behavior? Because if this was a different community of people doing this shit, we would have a problem with it, right? If white folks are going out just killing blacks every day, shooting up blacks, we would have a problem with it, right? But because it's blacks doing it to blacks, we're not supposed to talk about it. I dare you talk about something that the black folks are doing, where they had all our people in all our ancestors in slave camps. I dare you talk about what we ain't doing. That's what it sounds like. Any person that says something about the black community, that person's now an enemy of the state. But I'm willing to take that. Martin Luther King had to die for something. I'm willing to die for it too. Because what I feel like it needs to be said. Because a lot of young black men are dying by the hands of other black men. And it's not a game anymore. It's not funny. It's not a stat that we can always say and just make fun of. Me growing up as a kid, I took pride, ladies and gentlemen. Let me let y'all hear this right quick. As a kid, ladies and gentlemen, I took pride in saying Louisiana was the murder capital. When we would joke about that, we would joke at school and say, man, New Orleans the murder capital, boy. Fuck you on with you. We used to take pride in that. Not listening to what I just said. I just said my state is the murder capital throughout every state. That means we have more murders in my state than anybody else. I took pride in that, not knowing that that was stupid as fuck. And that's why we'll never change. Because there's too many people putting a Band-Aid on our situation. It ain't that bad of a situation. Black people kill everybody around the world. White people kill each other and they don't make that much noise about it. But that's the problem. It's because we have certain people who want to make those extensions and say just because it ain't that bad, it ain't bad at all. But I'm here to tell you, we losing our own army, black folks. I'm talking about black people right now. We losing our own army. If we do believe that white folks hate us, if we do believe that white folks don't want to see us come to nothing, if we do believe that white folks just want to keep us as slaves, we killing our own army. We only make up 13% of the world's population. Let me say that again. We only make up, as black folks around the world, we only make up 13% of the world's population. That means we already losing. Whites make up 68% of the world's population. Yeah. It's a fact that you can't get out of. Go to Google, put it in. World's population. How many people is going to come up? Whites. The next race of more population are Jews. The next race are Chinese. I don't even have to look it up because I know it. We are the last race. The last one. And we've been here, right? We started the country, right? We started the world, right? Jesus is black, right? But we the last people here. And we the last people mentally in the world as well. Because we don't open up something as a book and educate ourselves. That's why I made this song, and the song is called Let's Get Educated.
Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Yeah, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I bring you guys a brand new show today, and I am brought to you by YouTube, Anchor Radio, and Spotify, and you already know what this is. We are the Listen Doctor Radio.
But that's why I made that song, Let's Get Educated, because we gotta start educating ourselves on certain things. And when I tell people that stat, they be like, they fall out. Like, what are you talking about? We got more people around the world. What are you talking about? We the biggest. Nah, we not, bro. We are the less. We are less. We the last. Look up the numbers. Numbers don't lie. People do. Let's go. This shooting happened in St. Louis just a couple days ago. Yesterday, actually.
Police are investigating two separate deadly shootings tonight. They happened within less than an hour of each other. We're told just after 5 o'clock, a man was shot multiple times on Temple Place. That's near Goodfellow and Martin Luther King. He later died at the hospital. Around 30 minutes before that, a man was shot in the head on Pennsylvania near Dakota Street in South City. News 4 is working to gather information about both of those shootings. Stay with News 4 on air and online for any updates.
So that's 3 different shootings that happened in St. Louis. 3 different shootings that happened in St. Louis. Shout out to the people that's in the building. Hello. 3 different shootings that happened in St. Louis. And like I keep asking you guys, where is Black Lives Matters when we need them? They know where to be found. This shit happened, and it just happened. It's just a random shooting. Black folks kill each other every day. It's nothing to go out there and march about. It's nothing to go out there and say Black Lives Matters when it should be Black Lives Matters. Black people who are out there marching don't even know why y'all are marching. Because if you go on the Black Lives Matters website, one of their mission statements is of what? To encourage a father not being in the household. Yes. If you go to www.blacklivesmatters.com, one of their mission statements is to encourage the mother to take responsibility of the house. So that's pushing the father out of the house. And I always talk about the father is important to be in the house. Why? Because if a father's in the household kind of run a little bit smoothie. I ain't talking about a stepdad. I ain't talking about the dude that your mama banging. I'm talking about a father. A father. Fathers give a fuck where you at. Fathers make sure you are home at a certain time. Fathers go out looking for you. That's what fathers do. Fathers make sure you ain't dating before you are to age to date. That's what fathers do. That's what fathers do, not dads. Not a stepdad. Not a nigga that your mama just have over. Nah, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a father. So with that being said, why is all these shootings happening, Doc? I tell you why. Because we don't have fathers in these households anymore. We don't have men in these households anymore. We have boys who are pretending to be men. And when you have that, you have what happens in these certain cities. A lot of fucking destruction. In this shooting, man, it hurt my motherfucking heart. This 8-year-old baby girl murdered. In where, ladies and gentlemen? St. motherfucking Louis. Yesterday. She died in the hospital. 8 years old. Life not even started yet, man. It hurts my heart. Because I want a fucking girl. I want a baby girl so much. But I'm so thankful, Jesus, you don't know how thankful that I am. That it might sound fucked up, but I'm so thankful that I've had 8 miscarriages in the last 2 years. Because I really don't know how I would be able to bring my child in this world knowing shit happens like this. It is very, very sad. And you gotta worry about bringing your child to school and your child getting shot. You gotta worry about bringing your kid to get some ice cream and your child gets shot because somebody out there and they want to shoot that person. This child was just riding in the car with the mom and dad or boyfriend, where the fuck he was. They were aiming at the guy. And they shot all 3. But they killed her. The bullet went in her back. 8-year-old baby. I've been shot. It ain't nice. 8-year-old girl murdered. Let's listen to this shit, man.
Good morning. More than 50 people were shot over this Labor Day weekend. 8-year-old.
I don't think I heard that.
One of the 3
this man said over 50 people were shot this Labor Day weekend in Chicago. That was only 3 days ago.
Good morning. More than 50 people were shot over this Labor Day weekend. 8-year-old DeJour Wilson was one of the 3 that was actually shot in that drive-by shooting that happened yesterday. Police are looking for this vehicle. Take a look at this picture that we have here. They're telling us they're looking for a black newer model Dodge Charger. The shooting happened just before 6 p.m. yesterday on the south side near 47th Street and Union Avenue. Police say a person fired shots into a vehicle carrying the 8-year-old DeJour Wilson, her mother, and 2 others. Police told us the victim's vehicle was stopped at a red light, and the suspect's vehicle was directly behind it. After the light turned green, the shots were fired, hitting DeJour Wilson and 2 others. The vehicle crashed on Union Avenue, injuring the mother. The young girl was transported to Comer Children's Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. 2 adults were critically wounded in the back as well. Now, the mother of the child was transported to the University of Chicago Hospital in good condition. Now, these are just 3 of the 51 shooting victims the city saw over the Labor Day weekend. Now, 10 of them have died so far, including the 8-year-old from yesterday's drive-by shooting. Here's what police had to say about all of this violence.
We're all saddened and angered by this. You know, the Chicago Police Department has recovered over 7,000 guns this year. Our officers are getting shot at a record pace. We're out there every single day doing our best to protect the citizens of the city, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
And so far, no arrests have been made in yesterday's drive-by shooting. Now, police are expected to give us an update on the violence that we saw over the Labor Day weekend later on this morning. And of course, we'll keep you guys updated once we receive more information. But for now, we're live here on the south side of...
All right, here's the next story on this one. They did another broadcast that night, that same night, about this shooting that took place in Chicago. And this one kind of broke my heart because of the screams of these parents.
It has been an emotional and sometimes chaotic evening here at Comer Children's Hospital and University of Chicago Hospital, while investigators have tried to speak to family members to get any information that might be helpful in tracking down this gunman. At the same time, that family's also dealing with news that doctors were not able to save an 8-year-old girl. Loved ones of another little girl, the latest victim of the city's raging gun violence, now know the pain of losing a child in an instant.
I stand here before you saddened and angered that another child has lost their life to senseless gun violence in the city of Chicago.
Just before 6 p.m., police say the gunman's car intentionally pulled up on a car with someone inside that police believe they were targeting.
Our victim's vehicle was parked facing northbound on Union Avenue, with the offender's vehicle directly behind it. When the light turned green, the offender's vehicle immediately opened fire on the victim's vehicle.
Police say those gunshots hit an 8-year-old little girl in the back, as well as 2 other people inside the black SUV.
The victim's vehicle continued northbound on Union and crashed into a tree.
While witnesses say people nearby tried to save the little girl's life with CPR, police say the gunman's car sped off.
There was a black Dodge Charger fled northbound on Halsted.
Tonight, police canvass yet another crime scene and try to find the person responsible for killing another one of Chicago's children, while another family figures out how to mourn a little girl.
At that crime scene tonight, Chicago police pointed out on more than one occasion that they too are emotionally exhausted by the rate of gun violence in this city, particularly this summer. Superintendent Brown is expected to address Labor Day weekend violence tomorrow morning.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago.
Behind it. When the light turned green, the offender's vehicle immediately opened fire on the victim's vehicle.
Scene and try to find the person responsible for killing another one.
I want to pause it right here for ladies right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Pause it right here for a second. This 8-year-old baby was sitting in the car with her mom. Key word, mom. You know what they didn't say, right? Parents. You know what they did say? Dad. She wasn't sitting in the car with her dad. She was sitting in the car with her mom and 2 others. Who could be the other? I don't know. Maybe the guy her mom's fucking. Maybe the guy, a friend of hers. I don't know. But they was targeting somebody in that car. That baby just had to be collateral damage. They killed that baby girl. 8 years old. What do you see out there, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe you can't see it, and maybe you can. That is white and black police officers. White and black police officers. I don't see the community out there. I don't see the people who stayed on this fucking street out there. Black and white officers. The same officers that y'all want to defund. The same officers that Black Lives Matters want to take off the streets. But who shows up? Where Chicago had 8 officers murdered this last week. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 police officers murdered. But they still show up to a crime scene that they didn't cause. Police still show up to make sure these persons get taken off the streets. But Black Lives Matters don't give no fucks. Shout out to you guys over here. I see you guys. Stick Nation, Christy, I see you guys over here as well. Hello, hello. But they don't give a fuck. And this 8-year-old baby is taken from her mom. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Is this what we came up? This is what we came to? Blacks? Blacks is killing blacks? Is this what we came to? Y'all is making this shit a sport. Y'all are making this shit a hobby. And it's a shame. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Where's the fucking outrage from the black folks? For the Black Lives Matters people? Where's the outrage? Where's the fucking outrage? It used to be a rule gangster-wise. Women and children were off limits. It used to be that rule. If you're fighting a beef for something, women and children used to be off limits. Now, anybody gets shot. Your grandmother, your baby, your nephew, They'll kill your son, catch him out of school, walking home, they'll kill him just to get back to you. That's these bitch-made niggas. I'm going to tell you again. That is these bitch-made niggas who are being raised by their single mothers. That's who it is. Because any man with any common sense or any man who was raised with their fucking dad in their life wouldn't go out shooting. You know why? Because daddies tell you, if you got something to do, you got a problem, go out there and fight. Don't go out there and get no gun. You go out there and fight. Mama tell you, go get a weapon, son. If you can't beat her, pick up a brick. And what your mama tell you? Because that's what my mama told me. I used to get bullied. My mama always told me, you can't fight him, you can't beat him, go pick up a brick. When I got adopted, and I got into this adopted home that I was in, I love my mama Tammy to death. But Tammy said it before too, you can't beat him, get a brick. You know my daddy told me? You know my foster daddy told me? You can't beat him, you go out there tomorrow and you fight him again. You can't beat him, you go out there the next day, you fight him again. You get your respect from him. He's going to catch on and say, he ain't running from me. He ain't trying to take this ass whooping no more. He want to fight back. And that's what I did. And I made a name for my motherfucking self in my neighborhood. They wouldn't fuck with me no more. He beat me 6 times since I beat him once. He stopped fucking with me. That's what daddies do. And you know what my dad did? He took me in the backyard and he boxed with me. He showed me how to hold my fucking setup. He showed me how to hold my set. Protect myself. That's what my daddy did. And that was the best gift that he could ever give me. Didn't need no toy. Didn't need a game system. Didn't need no shoes. He taught me how to protect myself. How to defend myself. That's what my daddy did. And he was not my biological father. He had no right to do it. He didn't have to do it. But he did it. Because he wanted to see me grow up not being afraid. And being able to have to go pick up a fucking weapon to fight my battles. That's what men do. That's what men do. This 8-year-old baby dead. For some stupid shit probably. Some stupid shit. I feel so sad for these young children in Chicago. But this won't be the last, and won't be the last time I'm talking like this. But maybe, just maybe, we can start caring about our communities. The same way we care about sports. The same way we care about our men. The same way we care about our women. The same way we care about our things that we have, our personal things. Maybe, just maybe, we can start caring about our own communities. Like we care about all the things that we shouldn't care about. It's getting really tiring. I don't like doing these stories. As much as y'all might think that I do, I don't like doing these stories. But I have no choice. I'm obligated to do them. I am obligated to show people that this is what's going on in our world. In the black community, as much as we want to talk about white folks doing things to us, what they ain't doing out there, they ain't out there murdering. They ain't out there murdering on a scale like this. As much as y'all want to talk about what white folks do, they shoot people. You don't got no stories about that. They kill each other. You ain't talking about that. I'm going to tell you and tell you again, I am black. I am not white. It is not my job to save white people. Not that I don't care what they doing. Not that I don't care about their community, but I'm black. How the fuck do I look like trying to save their community? And not try to save my own? It needs to stop. And I get outraged. I'm going to get emails, people telling me this, telling me that. But I don't give a fuck. I've been doing this for a long time and I'm used to it. My mama told me, people ain't gonna like you, Doc. She told me that. She said, Jermaine, people ain't gonna like you. Because you honest. You don't lie to people. You tell people the fucking truth when they need it. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with being that villain. But this villain didn't help a lot of people in his life. And I'm okay with that. I done lost a lot of people in my life. And I'm okay with that too. It needs to stop. And this right here, I'm going to show you, this happened.
More than a month.
This happened last month. And I've been wanting to do this story, but I haven't had a chance to do it. But in this story, this young bartender was murdered in cold blood by a black young male. And I'm going to print out some of the things to you guys in this story. I want you to pay attention to the news story. Pay attention to the guy who they talking about. Pay attention to the love that guy had who was murdered. And look and see who was surrounding this guy. But if this doesn't show you when I talk about fathers being there, nothing will. Because in this case, the murderer took a victim that everyone loved. And this is sad. Pay attention to it. Give me your thoughts afterwards. Let's get it.
Bartender Eric Brantley was more than a month after popular bartender Eric Brantley was shot and killed in Park Circle. The final suspect was arrested in downtown Charleston. News' Macy McLeod was in bond court, and Macy, you were actually able to hear how police caught this suspect and the disturbing interaction between the suspect and Eric Brantley's family.
That's right, Carolyn. Jamal Green Jr. was arrested last night in downtown Charleston on unrelated charges. Now, Charleston police say they caught him trying to steal a moped that police actually set out as bait. It had a GPS tracker on it so that police would know if anyone tried to move it. Jamal Green appeared in bond court today for the murder of Eric Brantley. Brantley's mother spoke about how loved he was.
Eric was not just a bartender. He was a good man. He was a well-known musician.
Look at this guy's face. Look at this black teenager's face. Why the mother is giving her impact statement. He's talking. He's saying under his breath, I don't give a fuck. This is what you get from the black teenagers of today. No respect for anybody. This is what you get from them. Let's play it back.
Eric was not just a bartender. He was a good man. He was a well-known musician in Charleston. He repaired vintage motorcycles. He was intelligent, a deep thinker, had a great sense of humor, was a kind and compassionate person.
Throughout the statement, Green just grinned, rocking back and forth and shaking his head. When Brantley's mother spoke about Eric's memorial service,
look at all these people out there that care about this man. Black folks out there that care about this man. His family out there that care about this man.
Green interrupted her.
Over 500 people attended his memorial service. Many traveling thousands of miles to honor him. How many people attend a memorial service for a coward like you?
And he continued to speak.
He fired back and said, she said, how many people would come and attend your memorial service for a coward like you. He hollered back, you.
As she went on with the statement.
Then he told her to shut the fuck up. She just lost her son to him and his friend. He was the person who pulled the trigger. He was the person who pulled the trigger and robbed her son of his life. Fuck the money. Fuck the shit that he had on him. The cell phone. The jewelry. His life. And this young punk ass bitch made nigga set up in court and said, shut the fuck up to his man's mother. But then y'all want to talk about that I talk about mothers not important. Not if they produce shit like that. You're not. You're not. Because if he had a fucking dad in his life, a fucking father in his life, he would never talk to nobody that way. He wouldn't even be in there. My daddy scares me now. And I'm a whole fucking man. I'm scared now of my daddy. But when I let my dad talk to me disrespectfully, fuck no. But my dad no. My daddy knows. None of his children will ever be doing that shit. My brother did 8 years in prison. The first day he got home, the first thing he did, because my mama had died, he came to the funeral. They let him come to the funeral. When he got out of jail, the first thing my brother did was go home and tell his fucking daddy he's sorry. With a stroke and everything. My dad didn't even flinch. My daddy said, bring your ass outside. He said, okay. He already knew what it meant. Get them fucking gloves. He put them gloves on. With a stroke, my daddy only using one left side, his only right side of his body. The only thing that function right is his right side. My daddy put them gloves on. My daddy said, let's go. My brother is cocky. Big, strong now. He can beat the fuck out of my daddy. He let my daddy jab him in his stomach like 18 times. You know why? Because he knew how much pain he made my mama feel when she was locked up. When he was locked up. He knew he wasn't there for the whole funeral. Because they only let him stay half of the time. He couldn't even be the pallbearer. They took him before she even was put in the ground. He knew how much pain he made my mom and them feel. He took that ass whooping like a man. Because that's what my daddy used to do. Anytime we had a problem in that house, if Cerulli was in this bitch, he'll tell you. Cerulli, if you're watching this bitch, what daddy would say? You got a problem with somebody in here? Go your ass outside and put them gloves on. You boxing it out. That's anybody. Sister, cousin, auntie. You got a problem with anybody in this family. You bring your bitch ass outside and put them gloves on. Box it out. The person who come inside first is the person that won. That's what a man does. This bitch made nigga up here saying, shut the fuck up to a person's mom who just lost her son to him. Look at the smirk on this nigga face. He's 17. He's going to prison for life. And you know why my dad was like that? Because my dad was one of the hardest drug dealers in Louisiana. He was one of the most wanted drug dealers in Louisiana history. back then. In the 60s. In the 70s. In the 80s. He sold weight. He did a 15-year prison sentence and got his mind together. And he came out a changed fucking man. Right. Exactly. This man up here smiling, giggling. But I love what the mom had to say. I love what she had to say.
The judge told Green that outburst was a contempt of court charge and warned him not to speak again.
I want to make sure that you understand that you can take your composure while she speaks.
I agree.
At the end, Brantley's mother assured Green they will be at every hearing in the future.
If we have anything to say about it, you will rot in chaos or in hell.
Look at this
Green
nigga
was
face,
not
man.
At the end, Brantley's
Just
mother
look at
assured
him.
Green they
Look
will
at
be
the
at every
family
hearing.
that's out this for this man. Black and white. Look at the mixed people that's out this for this man. He was loved.
In the future.
If we have anything to say about it, you will rot in chaos or in hell.
Look at this man's face. This little boy, man. He's a fucking baby. I don't know what I would do. If I had a child who was murdered by this little punk bitch, nigga, I'd probably be in jail with him. I'm sorry. I probably would have took a gun to that. They did right to have him behind that glass. They did right. Because I would have took a gun in there and I would have shot him. I'm sorry. After I'm giving a speech about my son, and then you say, shut the fuck up to me? You gotta get these hands, bro. You gotta get these hands. I'd have given him that ass whooping. I'd have been right behind that with him. I'd have been right next to him. In the same shackles. You would have to get these hands, bro. Because the disrespect of these young kids today. It's no respect for nobody. They don't respect you, man.
Green was not given a bond for the murder charge or the armed robbery charge. He was given a $150,000 bond for the weapons charge. Live in North Charleston, Macy McLeod, News 2.
And that's sad. And that's just one case of many of people who are doing a lot of fucked up things. In this case, this is a shooting that took place at a gas station. And the police need you guys' help to identify some people who did some shootings at a gas station yesterday. This took place at a gas station. And this is why I tell you guys, it don't matter how old you are. It don't matter how old you are, male. If you are being raised in a single household, or you are being raised in a household that's violent, or a household that's unstable, that person, that male, becomes unstable himself. Shout out to April in the building. Hey, what up, baby? That person becomes unstable himself. And in this shooting that took place at a gas station yesterday, it took place yesterday. This shooting, the police need you guys' help. If you're in this city and you know who did it, and you know who this person is, please contact this police department and let them know. This is really a coward act. And it really, this person really needs to get taken off the street. If you watch what happens in this video, it shouldn't shock you because it happens so much. But it should shock you because this happened. And me watching it made me sick to my stomach. This is not the first shooting I saw. Or not the first shooting I saw in real life. That's how much it happened so much.
This, Detroit police are looking for a gunman caught on camera opening fire at a crowded gas station.
And the attack happened yesterday evening, and we do know that 3 people were hurt. And when you see the video, Rhonda, you mentioned that it was very alarming. What's even more alarming is that more people were not hurt. Let's go live to our Priya Mann. She joins us now with an update on where the investigation stands at this hour. Priya?
Hey, good morning, I'm Rod. We have new surveillance video and pictures just into the newsroom. Thankfully, those 3 victims expected to make a full recovery, but Detroit police are looking for 2 men this morning. Take a close look. Detroit police are looking for these 2 men wanted for a triple shooting on the city's west side. 3 men were shot and injured at a BP gas station near West 7 Mile and Grand River. Detroit police say the men, aged 20, 24, and 26 years old, were sitting inside a silver Ford Fusion. There was an argument between the men and the 2 suspects police are looking for. At one point, police say one of the suspects pulled out a gun and opened fire repeatedly into the vehicle, hitting all 3 men. After the shooting, the 2 suspects got into a silver Kia minivan and drove off. Here's what police are looking for. The shooter wasn't wearing a shirt and had on blue jeans and a white belt and dark shoes. The driver of the Kia was wearing a white baseball cap, white t-shirt, dark shorts, and dark shoes. Police say the 24-year-old man was listed in critical condition and the other 2 men are in stable condition. Now, thankfully, those 3 victims expected to recover, but take another look at the 2 men police are looking for. They're looking for one who's the alleged shooter, the other the alleged getaway driver. If you have any information, you're asked to call Detroit police, or you can remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers. Reporting live this morning, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4 News Today.
All right, Priya, thank you.
That is, it was sad when I saw it, bro. And
gun and opened fire repeatedly into the vehicle, hitting all aged 20, 24, and 26 years old were sitting inside a silver Ford Fusion. There was an argument between the men and the 2 suspects police are looking for. At one point, police say one of the suspects pulled out a gun and opened fire repeatedly.
over our argument. Shout out to the peers making your way in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Over our argument. This young bitch-made nigga felt like he needed to pull out his gun and shoot a crowd of people in a car. Appreciate that. He felt like he needed to pull out his gun and shoot 3 people in a car because he had an argument. An argument with someone in that car. He unloaded a round of bullets in a car full of people. He didn't care if they had children in that car. He didn't care if they had young women in that car, babies. Who was driving? He kept shooting. And he kept shooting as the car was driving off. And a person collapsed on the wheel and the car came back. But y'all want me to believe Black Lives matters. They want us to believe that, ladies and gentlemen. They want us to believe that America supposed to force this shit. It's everywhere. It's in video games. It's in fucking soccer around the world. It's in Africa. It's in China. They want us to believe this shit matters. While not taking responsibility for what they doing. Killing each other. This is why I continue to do what I do. This is why I won't have 1,000 people watching. This is why I won't have a big audience. Because nobody really want to see me do this. People don't want to see me talk about black folks like this. No. You should see how much hate mail I get. But I still do it. Because somebody got to say something. And if we don't say nothing about it, I'm contributing to this shit. talking to my black folks who watching this on my YouTube channel and over here on BIGO. I'm a black male. You like to say hands up, don't shoot? I'm a black male. I've been on this earth for 32 years. And in my 32 years, I have saw over 20 murders in my city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Saw for myself, with my own eyes. I have lost over 50 people due to due to black and on black violence. Over 50 in my lifetime. That's a lot. I'm tired of seeing it. I put my hand up. I surrender, black people. Black lives. If we want lives, if we want black lives to matter, if we want white folks and Chinese folks and Asians and Mexicans, we want all these people to realize that black lives matters. Maybe we should start making it matter to us in our community, black folks. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? You know why the period pools can do anything they want to do? You know why the period pools, the gay folks, the LBG community can do whatever the fuck they want to do? Without no consequences? Because they fought for it. They didn't go out marching. They didn't say we here, we queer, you gonna put up with it. They fought to get the laws changed, black folks. They fought so they can have fucking rights, black folks. Something that we can't fucking do. But we want to keep marching. That's cool. We want to keep marching. How many fucking people we lost to marching, bruh? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. The fucking list can go on for days of how many people we lost for marching. Ain't shit changed in our communities. Because we keep killing each other. We keep doing it to each other. That ain't white people doing that shit. We doing it, bruh. We doing it. Blacks. But I gotta make an excuse because the white cop saw you grabbing for something. He shot your stupid ass and you died. But you saw this happen before. That's why life should be a TV show. Somebody said it. Life should be a TV show. We already saw this last season already. That they been killing us in the streets. Why would your stupid ass grab for something? You know why? Because you want attention. You want people to see that you died for the cause. I know that. I'm sick and tired, and you should be too. We gotta do better than what we doing. This shit is not a joke, bruh. It is not a game. It is not funny. We losing too many people. Too many. Too many. The people around him, staring at him, they could have tackled him, got that gun out of his hand. They didn't do shit. So do Black Lives Matters? You ask me? No. No, it doesn't. It won't matter until we start acting like it matters. Thank you guys for watching the show. I would like to do something special right quick. If you made it this far, I would like to let you guys listen to a song that's going to be in everybody's ears. I'm going to do this right quick on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put this up here. It's going to be in everybody's ears. It's a song from my brother. A song that he debuted 2 days ago, a couple days ago. And I want you guys to hear it. I'm going to play it a lot. Get used to it. I'm going to play it a lot. I want to get his music out there. And as always, if you are here and you got this far, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, The Listen Doctor Radio, or you can go to thelistendoctor.com, put in thelistendoctor.com, and you can go to the tabs and see all my stuff up there. And if you are a person who loves the game and you want to become a gamer, you can go to ListenNation on Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I think Twitch, right? We're going to go to Twitch too, right? And you can go over there and sign up, become a gamer. If you love making people happy through games and you want to become a gamer, go ahead and sign up for that. We got a lot of stuff coming soon. My wife got a clothing line that she's working on with Cookie, aka Bookie. We got a clothing line that we coming out with, Kingdom Wear, that you guys going to be start seeing a lot often in your stores and around the world. Shout out to Queenie in the building. Hello, 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 what up, baby? We got a lot of things happening. A lot of big moves trying to make for us, man. And I appreciate everybody who came through. If you are late and you missed the show, we talked about a couple of shootings that took place around the world. We talked about 50 people being shot in Chicago alone. 10 of those people dying over the last holiday that just happened Monday. And I got some special stuff coming up for you guys soon, man. I'm still working on the Battle of the Sexes, getting it up here, getting it ready. I got 10 women and I got 10 men who want to be a part of it. I just need to go ahead and put the rest of it up and so we can get everything going for that. Thank you guys for coming. Without further ado, let me go ahead and let you guys listen to my brother's brand new song, I Know No Fear by Cerulli. And we're going to get to the rest of the music. I got like 45 minutes left. 45 minutes left to do on my show. Exactly. Let me see how long I got. Exactly 45 minutes. 49 minutes to do left for the show. So let's go ahead and get to some music. And on YouTube, I'm going to play this because he won't flag me. So I can play this on YouTube. So anybody who would like to watch this, here is my brother Cerulli with his brand new single, I Know No Fear.
I know no fear. Think I'm here right
Cerulli, man, I Know No Fear. Name of the song is I Know No Fear, and that's Cerulli. You can find it right now on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify. Go ahead and check it out right now. Put it in your music playlist, man. Get it in your mix, man. It's some hot shit. The next song he's coming out with is coming out in a couple of weeks, man. That's gonna be another banger. He's gonna be dropping these things, man. We're trying to get his music up here, aka Cookie, aka Bookie's helping him on his music, getting his music together and everything. He's really talented. He just got a lot of shit to get. You know, you got to get through a lot of things. But if you like to find that album, that name is on all those music platforms. Yeah, and Google Music. It's on Google Music as well. We're gonna put that out there, and you guys can. Right, exactly. We need to do that. But I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming on YouTube. If you are in the building still and you would like to join the show, come over to BIGO and slide over to BIGO and get in the mix. I would love to stay live on YouTube and do the music, but I get flagged, so I can't do it. Alright. I would love to stay here on YouTube and do my music and shit, but I get flagged for all the songs that I like to play, all the songs that I do play. So if you are in the building, go to BIGO and sign in and watch the show. Alright. Like I said, we got about 40 to 48 minutes left, or 47 minutes left till the show is over with. I got some music coming for you guys. If you got any requests, put it in the chat. And I just thank everybody for coming, man. Everybody supporting me, everybody being here. People who did show up, people who watch this on a replay. I just want y'all to know, man, I love my people. I hate what we going through, and I hate the things that we have to go through right now. These little kids are so impressionable, and they got a lot of things happening to them. And the way right now, the way the world is, it sucks. The way the world is, it sucks. And I just want you guys to know, man, I love you guys. I love being able to perform and put entertainment on for you guys. I'm going to keep doing this shit, man, as long as I can. As long as I can, I'm going to keep doing it, because I really... Right. The kids don't ask to be here. And that's what I'm really doing it for. I'm really trying to help a generation of men get better. I'm really trying to help a generation of men be stronger, so we can start raising our kids. It starts at home. And we know once we raise our kids, we can raise them to be perfect people. Once they leave out of that door, it's up to them to be what we trained them to be. But I just think if more men encourage their kids and be in their kids' lives, even if you ain't in the household, if you just want to be in your kid life, it does wonders for your little girl. It does wonders for your son. Trust me, your daughter will grow up and believe she's somebody. Your daughter will grow up and believe she's beautiful. Your daughter will grow up and believe she is worth loving. If she just had a dad in her life. Not the nigga that her mom was fucking. A dad in her life. She would grow up believing all those things. Because you ain't told her. You ain't stored it to her. You told her. Most girls fucking best lover. Most girls' first love in their life is their dad. It's a fucking fact. Most boys' the first lover in their life is their mom. Because your mom is the one that comforts you. Your mom is the one that makes sure you're okay. Daddy is the one that gives you what you need. Daddy is the one that gives you that tough love. Some mothers do it, some mothers don't. A lot of the mothers really don't. They had a girl on BIGO that was talking yesterday. She had a room and she put, "Is it okay for a parent to whip her kid?" And she said she is the parent that, she said it. Shout out to Wonder Woman in the building. She said it. She said, "I'm the parent that don't chastise my kid." She said, I don't whip my kid at all. She said, I don't focus on whipping my kid because I don't want my kid to resent me." And a lot of parents, that could be okay for you. But a lot of parents, that kid need tough love. They might say they hate you after you whip their ass. They might say, "I don't want to talk to you after you whip their ass." But they need it. They need that tough love. They really do. Because without that, they'll go out to the world and not have the mindset to know what they doing is wrong. That timeout shit don't work. I'm sorry, government. The government who try to make that shit to be known, it does not work. And my mods are in the building over here. If you can, please. We got people that's in the chat who's no longer in our family anymore. But I don't think they should get kicked. If they're not saying anything negative or anything like that, please don't kick them. And if Wonder Woman, if you are in the building, just don't come in and say hello to me. You know everybody in the chat. Say hello to everybody that's still in the chat. I don't want that beef in my room. Not in my room. If you are going to be in my room, please be respectable. If you're going to come in here, say hello to everybody that's in here, not just me. You can say hello to mommy. You can say hello to everybody that's in the room, Queen, everybody. Because regardless, I still love y'all. It's not that pressure for me. Regardless of what happened, I still love you and Corey. Because y'all were a big part of our family. And I let the shit go. So, if y'all are here, Queen, the people that's in the chat who I'm talking about, if you are in the building, you can say hello to people. It ain't a problem. And I don't want y'all to feel uncomfortable when y'all come around. And Queen, and Mommy, and Playboy, I don't want y'all to feel like y'all gotta do that. If they not saying anything disrespectful, let it ride. Because you never want to kick out your support. I'm not with that. I don't want to kick out my support. If people just come in and vibe with me, let them vibe. If they come in on some fuck shit, do what you gotta do. But if they just come in to vibe, let them vibe, man. In my room. Because I don't give a fuck about it. This is BIGO. After I get off this bitch, I get off. With that being said, let me go ahead and end it on YouTube as well. But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for who came through, who checked us out, man. And all those links for the Stick Nation, because I see somebody put that in there, for the links for the Stick Nation will be at the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the tag as well, so you can go ahead and follow that on all the platforms. And I'm just going to say thank you guys, man. Friday morning, we doing a all-day event. We're going to be on BIGO all fucking day, live. What up, Dirty Sanchez? We're going to be live all day on BIGO. We're going to do a 24-hour live. And I want to gain fans. I want to gain followers. I want to gain beans. Hopefully that day, we can get closer to getting this goal of 40K. And thank you guys for coming through, man. I love you guys. See you guys in a little bit. Everybody on YouTube, we are going down. Thank you guys. For the links for the Stick Nation. I don't know if it went down yet. No, it didn't go down yet. I'm going to have to make it go down over here. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate you guys. All right.